Hello and welcome to another one of Discount Magician's streams. We are playing the game Control, and this is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. Not gonna lie. The reason I'm coming back to it is I just recently started playing Alan Wake, and I was going to stream it. However, I was advised to play it solo with the music on because the music really is a huge emphasis on the game. Likewise, Control is really amazing. There is some licensed music in it. Um, However, the licensed music is pretty much just one section of the game, so I'm hoping it's not going to make too much of a big difference. When it comes to that part, I will definitely let you guys know, and I will suggest what you can do to get the full experience of it. Anyhow, I am just going to go quickly just get myself settled before I start playing this. So if you are here and watching, thank you. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, you'll just have to skip ahead in a few minutes just to where it all begins. Give me 1 second, and I will be right back. Alright, that's much better. I can actually see now. I had a huge smudge on my glasses I needed to get rid of. So, let's dive right into this. I think I could continue with my previous game on a different console, but I'm going to start fresh. I want you guys to experience it as I experienced it the first time. This will overwrite your previous progress. That is fine with me.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible. But we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Anyone here? Yeah, I see it. But what is it? I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right?
Alright, I'm gonna do my best to not...
I need someone to point me in the right direction.
to not talk over Jesse. Okay, so the first thing that I just want to comment about on this game is the visuals on the characters are absolutely crazy good. I'm pretty sure they just photo scanned people into the game, but like the characters look so believable. It's incredible. Second thing is the world building is second to none. Remedy really nailed it out of the park with this. And there is a metric ton of collectibles. I will be collecting everything I can find, listening to everything, and reading everything, so you will get a full experience as best as I can collect. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any object considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, example a rubber duck, ketchup bottles. All materials under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. There's our first sort of hint about the world we are entering. I'm going to try and treat it as if I'm playing it for the first time and not give away anything that I know is coming up. So we'll call this a fake blind playthrough. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Our Bureau at work. Director Zachariah Trench. Oh, found a bathroom. Why do I always seem to find bathrooms in games? I don't know what's with me and always locating the bathrooms.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
I don't know if I'd classify this game as a horror, but it definitely does have some moments of unease to it. Oh, got another document. Attention all. Redacted. A shark in his something, although secure permission to following basic protocol. Shoot to kill. Good luck. Awesome. Something over here? I just saw like a light. Something here. Hello, as As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filling out an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. Your R4 requires interdepartmental claims. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Mrs. Marshall, Mrs. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. That is glass. Can't phase through glass.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
I never clued into the fact that he technically just read her mind, because he says friendly face and then he says better than no face. That's an interesting little thing they did there. Yeah, so Ahti's a great example of that hyper-realistic face I was talking about. Alright, so if you remember before, we just went through here to a bathroom, but then we went into this hallway, and that hallway previously went left. Now the hallway goes right. As well as this elevator was not here previously. Because if we go down here, it'll take us back to the lobby which we came in. So, into the elevator we go.
The cell. And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
That's another thing about this game that I...
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
I was going to say, another thing that I really love about this game is their use of fonts and typefaces being very bold and on the screen. It adds to this surreal element of the game. Also, if you want to watch that intro with the audio, just go on YouTube and just type in Control intro. There is some music that plays alongside it, I believe. I can't remember. Got a room here. There's something in this room. Federal Bureau of Control reminder: RE drafting any public-facing material. When penning any notification of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. In the service of his or her country, regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Words to avoid and phrases: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Keeps messaging me. Okay. There is an alarm going off somewhere. Oh, that coffee maker just decided to rearrange itself. It put the glass underneath the coffee maker. I'm not sure if that was scripted or just a collision. This door is locked. No. What's going on in this room? Lots of desks. More desks. Okay. Oh, there is something else over here. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. That's unsettling. Like, even look at the details on the stuff on the wall. Like, that is crazy good. They've even got, like, the paint worn off on the edges of that cabinet there. Like, oh, I love Remedy. They really know how to make attention to detail important.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I? the same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
We got a headshot in on him.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Alright, there's nothing in his office for me to take from what I can see. Let's head back out. Whoa.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Alright, we got a new document. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted security guard, confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranormal abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. Service weapon. OOP-1KE containment procedure. No unique procedure required. Description: para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows utilitarians to blank. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the redacted though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanustra, all weapons that of their wielders. If objects of power of convergence of forces based on the collective subconsciousness, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, blank, see Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. And that's the recording that we already had played out to us. And there's a photo of Mr. Trench standing there looking proud. Okay, so we are here again. And we've collected our first piece of material, an undefined reading. Still don't have clearance for that.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Okay, that is clear. Let's grab our loot. Agenda items for next executive meeting: rising costs of all response, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I love collectibles, especially in this game, because it does so much for the world building, so that's why I'm going to be going after all of them. I love testing the physics in games, especially on objects that you can shoot, just to see how they react. Oh, that's weird. That was Trench before. Alright, let's see what this is.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. Well, we got our first recording. So, you can actually shoot these people that are floating, but I don't really see a point to doing it. They're just innocents that are kind of floating there. I don't really know how to explain what's happening to them. Just checking the desk. Oh, there is something over here. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Collect or clear the little flags. I don't like when games have flags constantly piling up. Oh yeah, the cool thing that I was talking about, you can actually smash the vending machines. The glass actually breaks. You can also knock down the loudspeakers, and they spark and smoke. Like, Remedy loves particle effects. Like, that is friggin' gorgeous. And you haven't seen anything yet. It gets crazier. Okay, safe room. There's a person in here. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we've checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything just like the house fire before this and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find better a way to sort the fake AWEs from the real thing, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Ooh, got some undefined reading from that box. Can't go in there. Nothing over here. Guess we'll just leave the dude alone who's floating on the ceiling there. You'll also notice in this game they don't give you a waypoint. And I kind of like that. It kind of forces you to... It forces you to explore. There's something up there. Huh, never noticed that before. Okay. Central Executive. That's that font I was talking about. That is just gorgeous.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that the radio would play music if it wasn't muted on my game. Gotta love DMCA rights. Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficient, harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then something immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain informed by our own and popularized by media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially in popular culture using our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exasperates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on a pair of scissors that consume human through two punctures on these details living in the minds. So many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Try not to bump into these people. I don't like the way they float. Okay. So I can't go down there. I guess I had to jump over this. Okay, so it's just the heavy guy left.
Must cleanse
Okay,
control
heavy guy's
points.
dead.
An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow, this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the Hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the Hiss out.
Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonized devices are arranged around the control point in the arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping using the within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to find control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be. Cleanse the Hiss corrupted agent.
It didn't work. The Hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary. 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Alright. Let's barrage her with questions.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the Hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the Hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The Hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the Hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Alright, we'll hit up the box at the back of the room. Probably get some undefined reading. Yep, we did. Good. Okay, so we should also hit up the control point, and that'll introduce us to customization. Oh, I don't have that option yet. Okay. There are bits scattered around. Don't want to pick those up just yet. Okay, I need to find communications department. I think director's office and executive affairs is that way. I can hear Polaris. I just don't know what it's highlighting. Perfect. Found another box. Ooh, house memory. Nice. Director's office. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any something signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. The power of the collective unconscious is taken into account. It could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural for the oldest house to them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology been moving too fast at a pace for the to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Oh, that's where Polaris is highlighting, down at the door there. Okay, there's something here. Oh yeah. More restricted audio. It doesn't impact the game at all, it's just texture. Oh, container. Nice. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off on the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace crapper. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Yeah, fortunately, no one has that issue with their bathroom relocating itself in this world. Okay, so yeah, I can definitely alter my loadout. I'm gonna increase my health recovery. I think I can also put a weapon mod on. Let's go with rate of fire. Okay, so higher rate of fire and better health recovery. That should help us out a little bit. What room is this that I'm at? Where this is. Like I said, I'm just exploring. I'm trying to find as much resources as I can, as much lore as I can. You do come back to some locations over and over again, but I don't want to miss anything if I'm already here. Oh, you can't shoot your gun while you're in this area. I forgot about that. Okay, there should be a box in here. There it is. Alright. Expenditure summary, Executive Sector Q2. Major, staffing surveillance... major. Staffing, surveillance, blank, data center initiative, construction, blank, blank. Minor, office equipment, janitorial costs, something, blank. Mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. And probably a house memory in here. Oh, shatter projectile boost. Nice. Alright, let's go see what Polaris wants. Cafeteria, nostalgia department, communications department, dead letters.
There it is again. A welcome message.
So if you shoot all the speakers and all the floating people, the talking will stop. Can't get in there. Here they come. Health boost. Summary. Visited the following: Nevada Accommodations, Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel Inn and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures: accommodation $831.29, meals $714.84, gasoline $295.12, and minibar $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for second, I again request that you give us a budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Oh, that's good tea. Alright, we are in the cafeteria. It's pretty messed up. Nostalgia department. Oh,
It's overpowering here. You
that
don't
hurt.
want me anywhere
Okay, we
near
won't
it. With you,
do
Matt.
that. Okay, I don't see any enemies in here. Oh, never mind. Some just phased in. One down. 2 down. 3 down. Headshot. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from non-other connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to blank for full report. Okay, so I can pick up some of the bits. Communications department is straight, dead letters is that way, and a central executive is that way. Can I go into here? Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green, stable; yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts; orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts; red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Good to know. And nothing in the bathroom. There should be another one? Yeah. Oh, sweet. And headshot boost. Okay. So that is supposed to be the way I need to be going. It's all sealed off though. There is a map here. Dead letters is 5. Mailroom is 7. How am I supposed to get through? And moreover, where does this go? Nowhere. Okay, it seems like our options are limited and we have to go through dead letters. Oh, jeez. There's something over here. Machine God. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Okay, so I can't go that way, so I'm forced to go down. Something over here. House memory. What's in the strange room? Okay, what do we got? Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connection or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts on genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones will allow us insight to how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So again, thank you. Can't wait to delve into any of my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Another weird room with chunks of rock hanging out in it. Alright. It looks like I do need to push forward. Oh, shoot, something's happening. Okay, there's hostiles coming. Oh, he's got one of those shields they were talking about. Come on, gun. There. Okay, broke his shield. Took some damage in the process. I can heal up with those. Something else just phased in. There they are. One down. Two down. Three down. Ah, perfect. Lots of blips. Is there one still in here? I don't think so. Maybe. I think I gotta go upstairs. Oh yeah, there's definitely some more here. Okay, control point acquired.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay.
Communications.
That goes...
We're on the right track.
Communications. That door is locked. Again, I'm gonna do what I can to find as many things as I can in each area before I move on. That door is out of commission. That goes back to Central Executive. Oh, okay, so that was barred off before, so that's awesome. Well, it wasn't barred off, it was just a mess. Okay, that goes through to communications. I've been down there. Okay. And I can't get up to these floors in any way. There's no more stairs. Okay. So, I think we're just going to continue on through communications. As always, check out the bathroom. Nothing in there. A broom? Who keeps a broom in a bathroom stall? That's a strange concept. That was a weird noise. What was that? Okay, let's go upstairs for a minute. That door's glued shut. That door's glued shut. Oh, there's a casing here. And undefined reading. Okay, cool. So I guess we're gonna follow the trail of blood. That guy just died. Whoa! That is all sorts of weird. Okay, pneumatics is freaking me out a bit. Not as much as that is. What's going on in here?
Object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Whoa. Okay, this thing is attacking me. I don't remember this. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Oh, I gotta crouch and go out there. Make a mad dash for it, maybe? Okay, that kind of worked. gonna sneak away upstairs while that thing's freaking out. Is it gonna see me up here? Oh, 100% it can. That is one angry floppy disk. Okay, how do I cleanse this? It's gonna attack me. Okay. Get back here. Let me cleanse you.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director. There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Okay, so there's an enemy up there I can't quite see. It is shooting at me. Catch. Okay, that is dead. Is there any more of them? I hear the sound of one, but I don't see it. There it is. Where'd you go? Okay. That seems to have dealt with those guys and really messed up the stairwell in the process. By far my favorite ability in the game. So I did zero out a guy over here. Did he drop anything? Been through there. Okay, so that weird wall of noise went away. Okay, we'll go back to check that out in a minute. Let's go see what's in the shelter room. Ah, perfect. Undefined reading, and what's on the floor. Book club notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, unless you could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the character kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got really annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade a city planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the F up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed, not even halfway through the story, by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Jeez, sounds like my rating. Okay, this hallway goes nowhere.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
A lot of noise and things being shouted at me right now. What's this? National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It's a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring and for any off-message options, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Okay, where is this? I'm legit just exploring at this point. What's up here? Ooh, what is this room? Oh, there's an enemy in here. Okay, I just threw a computer at that guy. Chunk of rock at that other guy. There's someone coming. Okay, now there's someone dead. There's someone else here. Oh, what's this dude? Oh wow, he's got a lot of health. Kill this guy? Oh, I killed him. Whew. Not sure if I was supposed to fight that guy or not, but I did. Okay. What a weird room. Why am I in here? I guess maybe for this? House memory? Okay. All these weird computer terminal box things. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the user only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP address. The following are confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Strugents, Rubens Noguera, Arto Kulamaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jacko Serenian. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under the surveillance of our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Okay, well, I'm happy that I was able to get rid of that guy. Can't go through here. This is sealed off right now. Oh, is it? No, it's unlocked. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sectors until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as a directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. What? Ooh, that stuff makes my screen go funny when I go near it. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone for now. Can't go that way. That's locked. Or is it? Nope, definitely locked. Something on the floor here. Oh, I got a clearance level card.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Okay, so we got higher clearance now, so we can definitely use that to our advantage. Got a house memory. Another radio that we can't listen to. Oh, there's a control point here. Okay, we have control of a control point. Let's get rid of the little flags that were in there. There's something on the floor here.
This
Another
must
clearance
open the
level
door.
1 card. So whether you go up or down, they make sure you get that card. Oh, there's more bathrooms. Really dark in there. There's a broom in that one. Okay. So I do believe I have everything I can get. We've been in there. So, gotta go into the mail room. Oh, that is really, really cool looking.
They can fly now. Great.
And I'm dead. I forgot how much the projectiles from those guys really hurt. Alright, I'm not gonna be stupid this time.
They can fly now. Great.
Okay, there wasn't a guard on the floor last time, but there is now. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. There's some health bits down there if I get hit by Tomasi again. There he is. Ow. Let's go get those health bits while I'm... Oh shoot. That's not good. Get something heavy to throw at them. Where are you, Tomasi? Done like next to no damage to this guy. Ah. Hiss elevated. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been effective against the Hiss elevated. Due to their own talent in this area, they do not use any weapons except their own paranatural abilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It is also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts.
A feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Alright, well, we messed up this place nicely, so let's get our loot that we've earned. I thought there was a staircase down here. Oh, there is something over here. I was looking for this. Yeah. Tea time! Hey Malcolm, yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would ya? See you Sunday, Jim. These box things here are the greatest weapon in the game. When you throw them with your kinetic ability, they explode. As you can see, they are very volatile. The repair carts are also another great weapon to chuck around because of how much damage they will unleash. Okay, so that brings me back out on the top floor. So kind of like Dark Souls, you want to be like unlocking routes as you explore, because returning back through places, having doors locked in your way sucks. Okay. Wow, we really did make a mess of this place. Whatever. I love this room. That is so beautifully rendered. What a cool design, too. Butte. Summary. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived in the home of a local celebrity located at which had been connected to a total of disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside while searching a closet. An agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during the incident.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms. The Hiss got him.
Well, Tomasi didn't want to wear his HRA, so he got what was coming to him, I guess. Shatter projectile choke. Man, just take a moment to admire this. Like, amazing. Some artist had way too much fun rendering this. Like, it's just, this is what good game design looks like. Not only just making the world playable, but making it look interesting. Really well done.
The hotline
Hotline
can't be
chamber.
far now.
Oh. Undefined reading. Mechanical boxes. Butte Supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual, see MOT-01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the and sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is but initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a... and then there's more nonsense. I like how I can rip out one chair, and then two chairs. Why are these separate, and then that's a 2-pack? Also, why did I rip it apart? Let's chuck it into the ceiling. There we go. That's really cool physics deformation. Like when you pull up the chair, it like breaks all the concrete and everything. Okay, so this hallway goes nowhere. Just paintings. And that one weird door. What is that? Well, whatever it is, it's gone now. Hotline security log. It's just Director Trench and a guy named Bill Everett over and over again. Oh, and Carol Bishop. Just custodians and the director.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with a black pyramid.
I can't read this sign. Am I supposed to be able to? Oh. Notice Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
So, I'm in a hotel now. Can I just leave? Of course not, 'cause this place probably doesn't even exist. It's probably like somewhere in limbo. Oh, I can't take my gun out either. There's a bell on the desk.
Hello? Anyone here?
And all that did was open up this door. Okay. Wait, when it says the law of 3, does that mean I have to do everything 3 times? Something happened there. What is that? It's a key.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
$227, $225. So like these doors have numbers, but the other doors down, and also the lights in the hallway down, oh, they're all blue. It's really weird. Can I go through any other doors? I like trying to do what the game doesn't want you to do. Nope. Black pyramid. It's me. It's a picture of me standing on a bridge looking at something. That's 2. And now there's a bridge there. Complete the astral plane challenge. What? What is it? Okay, it's definitely blocking my way. Can I get it to come to me? I don't know what that is, and I don't like it. Oh great, there's another one. Oh, it did not like that.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Okay, so that was our door. And now there's a door here. There wasn't a door here before, was there? No, this was just a blank wall. And now we're in the director's office. And his body is gone. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget, so as long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't there. The nature of the oldest house has allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. And we are back at Central Executive somehow. Wait, what? How? Oh, I think I can get in here. Oh, I can. Energy boost. And a notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed on active duty in this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loves so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. Man, imagine finding out your kid died and you have no idea where they were working. You just get this letter from the Federal Bureau of Control and you have to, like, accept it. Alright. Let's go back to Central Executive. Oh, another locked door. Well, that requires 4. I don't have 4. Or do I have 4? No, I think I got 1. We went through all these rooms, so I should just go back to Emily. She's in the boardroom, I believe. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought that person was dead for a minute.
Jesse,
there she is.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry. You made it.
Document.
God.
Emily?
Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1 Confidential. Initial encounters with the enemy known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is also Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past week was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she's already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observations came from Mrs. Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file blank for report.
Let's talk.
Of course.
That one's already been opened. Alright, let's talk to Emily.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Alright, so we're gonna go hit up the
Someone's singing.
control point.
Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
Okay, we're gonna hit the control point, and we're just gonna start applying some of our new features, like abilities. So abilities give you different bonuses on different things, like melee damage and throwing damage, and ability to do other cool things, which I don't want to give away too much about. We also get astral constructs, which is where we can get weapon forms. So the next one we can unlock is called Shatter, which basically turns the service weapon into a shotgun, which is extremely useful. And then the last one is our mods. We can start getting into crafting mods and applying mods and upgrading mods, and there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with that. That is to upgrade to higher tiered mods. Nope. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing... Ooh, outfits. I love outfits. Okay, we're going to start by doing the abilities. This is a tricky one because you don't get a ton of points throughout this game, and it's not stringent. It's just, it really makes you earn what you get. Typically, I like to make sure that I have more energy and the ability to throw stuff, because launch damage is huge. Launch is like my go-to for damage, especially against certain enemy types, but at the same time, not having enough health can be just devastating. You can also get later on the ability to launch explosives, launch enemies, but I never really did go into the melee damage when I played the first time. I thought that was kind of odd. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go around with the same standard loadout I did last time, which is 1 boost on health. There's our first little notch there. We're going to go for a boost on energy. And we're going to go for a boost on launch. And if I got that correct, that will give us, yes, there we go, an additional weapon form slot, which is what I wanted. Okay, so I don't have enough essence to reset my abilities, which I don't want to do anyways. I do have 1 more point, but the points go from being worth 1 to being worth 3. So it does jump pretty quickly. Now we're going to go Astral Constructs. We are going to fabricate the Shatter. And we're going to apply... Let's try that again. Back over a second. There we go. We're going to apply the... There should be one that increases damage. That's increasing the spread, or reducing the spread, rather. That increases damage against enemy armor. Headshot damage, but that's not for Shatter. These are just generic. So the ones that have the brackets, these are specific to Shatter. That increases the number of projectiles fired, which we're definitely going to apply. I don't remember how you upgrade your weapon. Unlock by upgrading. Okay, personal mods. Okay, yeah, so personal mods, we have 1 slot. Let's see here. So that increases health recovery per element pickup. That gives me just a health boost over time. So the one I'm equipped right now with is health recovery per element pickup of 20%. This one's 24%, so it's definitely an increase. That reduces my launch costs. I am going to go for this one in favor, which gives me a 24% efficiency. Let's just have a look-see here. I think... yeah, I don't have enough to upgrade to enable higher tier mods. I need a lot more resources. So that'll get us going for now. There are these things called board countermeasures. So like to use like Pierce maneuvers, kill enemies with the service weapon in Pierce mode. I usually look through these and I try to find maneuvers that work with what I have as my weapons. But I don't have Pierce. I don't have Spin. I could just go for Hiss Rangers. It doesn't have any specific requirement. It just says kill Hiss Rangers. So we can go for that one. And that one, I don't have charge mode. So we'll just go with the Hiss Rangers for now. Okay. So the last thing to do is... I think that's all you gotta do, is I think you just gotta activate it and it saves. Or is it? I don't remember how you save. You will return to the last checkpoint if you quit. Yeah, I know. Alright, well, I am done. I wanted to play for 2 hours, and I've played for about 2 hours and 13 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. If you are watching on YouTube, by all means, please leave me some comments in the, the space below. I love to hear what people are thinking of my current playthroughs. Love to hear your thoughts on the game or your thoughts on other games. Like I said, I am playing Alan Wake now, so please do not give me any spoilers. I do not want to know anything about it. I'm playing that for the first time, and, obviously reasons if you understand why I'm playing Alan Wake. Other than that, I hope to start streaming again soon. I am looking at getting faster internet, so hopefully it'll fix some of these weird latency issues I've been encountering. And I guess till next time, you know the drill. Stay healthy, stay safe, be good to one another out there. And until next time, this is Discount Magician signing off.